and welcome to Blaine High School on this Saturday afternoon for girls high school basketball. We have the Spring Lake Park Panthers taking on the Blaine Bengals. An out-of-conference matchup today. My name's Bobby Ursuland, and I'm joined today by Grant Ridpath. His first time on the mic with us here at North Metro. Grant, how you doing today?
I'm doing great. I'm excited for this game. Nothing quite says Saturday afternoon like Blaine varsity girls basketball.
I completely agree with you. So hopefully we'll have a good game today. We got a little bit of a, I wouldn't say a cross-town rivalry, but both of these schools pretty close in proximity.
Close in distance.
And, you know, I'm sure the Lady Panthers would like to come in here and show Blaine they're ready to play.
They got a lot to prove. Chip on their shoulder. First here for the North Suburban standings. Leading out the top three. No conference games played yet. We got North Branch first, Cooper second, Benilde, St. Margaret's in third, with Spring Lake Park in the middle of the pack with an overall 1-3 record.
Yeah, not a great start to the season for the Panthers, but today they'll be looking to turn it around, and Brianna Semenko, she's going to be that player to watch for the Spring Lake Park Panthers today. She's averaging 12 points a game on the season, and she's also a force down low, Grant, for this Panther squad. She grabs a lot of rebounds, so look for her to be, you know, working hard in the post today. And her top scoring game this year, 17 points she's dropped on an opponent.
Yeah.
So look out for her. She's one of the captains on the squad.
When looking at the St. Louis Park squad, they've got a lot of height. Now over to the Northwest Suburban standings. They played conference games leading off to Centennial. They're 3-0. Osseo 3-0. And Champlain Park Rebels also 2-0. Blaine holding up the bottom at 0-3, 0-4 overall. They've got to be looking to get a win today against the small school.
Yeah, they're probably not thrilled that their crosstown rival Cougars are sitting there undefeated up to this point of the season. But Leah Swanson will be looking to turn things around for the Bengals today. She's averaging 12 points a game on the season. Her top scoring performance, 20 points. So look for her. She'll probably be working around the outside, looking for some open three-point opportunities to really light up that scoreboard today. And they'll need some help down low, because Spring Lake Park, they got some big post players in Semenko and Christina Wakeman at 6'3". So we're gonna have to watch out down low, because the Panthers could take control of this game if they're able to dominate.
It's going to be the battle between the outside and inside this game. Inside for Spring Lake Park, outside for Blaine.
Yeah, we'll just have to see which one can tip the scale in their favor. So stay with us here on North Metro TV. We're going to have lady basketball coming up next.
Known for its vineyards and hilltop villages, Umbria is also known for its delicious tasting pizza. Made traditionally from the finest ingredients, Umbria Pizzeria will make you taste the difference, smell the love, and transport you to Italy.
La cena è pronta.
Dinner's ready.
You might even begin to feel like an Italian.
Delicioso.
Umbria Pizzeria, turning taste into memories.
If you need seamless gutters, whether the job is large or small, you can say,
I know a guy!
for your full-service landscaping, you can say,
I know a guy!
if you need commercial or residential lawn care, you can say,
I know a guy! I'm Charlie Walker, and if you need professional seamless gutters, landscaping, and lawn care, you can say, I know a guy!
In the nation, our agents are always there, helping make sure that when your life changes, your nationwide insurance coverage changes too. We put members first because we don't have shareholders. Join the nation where protection is personal.
Nationwide is on your side.
In Anoka County, contact Twin Cities Insurance Group, your nationwide insurance agent.
With gold at an all-time high, take that rope and say bye-bye. Earrings, bracelets, rings, and chains. We buy gold at your exchange. Don't send your gold to someone strange. We buy gold at your exchange. Spring Lake Park, Frilly, Blaine. We buy gold at your exchange.
Join Ben Hale every Friday on North Metro TV News.
This broadcast is brought to you by Nationwide Insurance. Contact your local Nationwide Insurance agent, Twin Cities Insurance Group. Your Exchange Check Cashing. We buy gold at your exchange. Charlie Walker Companies. I know a guy. They can handle all of your exterior needs. And Umbria Pizzeria, turning taste into memories.
Welcome back to the Bengal Field House here at Blaine High School. We're just about to get underway here, Grant. We're going to have the starters for both squads. And then we're going to kick this fun day off of North Metro TV covering sports up in the northwest suburban area. We'll give it to the PA announcer.
At forward for the Bengals, senior number 11, Rachel Foster. At forward for the Panthers, senior number 12, Brianna Semenko. And at guard for the Bengals, senior number 21, Jenny Chamberlain. At guard for the Panthers, senior number 22, Jordan Timmerman. At guard for the Bengals, senior number 33, Leah Swanson. At guard for the Panthers, senior number 25, Haley Manning. At center for the Bengals, freshman number 44, Anna Pineda. At center for the Panthers, senior number 43, Christina Wakeman. And at forward for the Bengals, junior number 52, Amanda Swindler. Head coach for Spring Lake Park, Corey Thompson. Head coach for Bengals, Mike Kingelhoff. Let's play basketball.
As our PA announcer said, Grant, let's play basketball.
I am ready.
Sorry, during the announcement there of the starters, Christina Wakeman has a definite size advantage on Blaine's low post, Amanda Schwengler. But there's a look at Randy Etherton. He's the assistant coach for these Lady Panthers. The head coach, Lori Thompson, if I caught wind correctly, is down in Chicago this weekend. And I thought I heard one of the players say that she may be adopting a child down there, but I think that's what they said. And that's Mike Engelhoff there, the head coach for the Lady Bengals. It's his second season here at the helm. Looking to get the first win of the season. Panther starters, number 25, Haley Vanny, number 11, Lexi Ludke in the backcourt. And up front, we have Brianna Semenko, Jordan Zickerman, and Christina Wakeman, the 6'3" force down low for the Panthers. Bengals starters, Rachel Foster, Amanda Schwengler, and Anna Pineda, as well as Leah Swanson and Jenny Chamberlain. We're underway here. Some quick back and forth there, loose ball.
Off Chamberlain.
Possession to the Panthers. Jenny Chamberlain's a nice backcourt player for the Lady Bengals. You won't see her shoot a whole lot unless she's added that to her arsenal this year. A lot of the time she's just passing the ball back and forth. Ludke with the ball on the wing, dumps it down to Semenko, and Semenko, first 2 points of the game. Take a look at the replay. Ludke, nice feed down to Semenko. Semenko with good position against the post of Blaine.
Spring Lake Park quick to take advantage of that size difference there down low.
Like we talked in the pregame, that's going to be the key today. Semenko and Wakeman down low. Nice defense there. That was number 22, Jordan Zickerman, knocking the ball away. Panthers defense is doing a nice job of getting their hands in there up to this point. We've had 3 or 4 deflected balls already from their defense.
Very active on the defensive side here.
Just got to move or something with that ball. That's number 11, Rachel Foster. Can't sit in the corner all day. Nice feed there from Chamberlain. Stood up by Wakeman. Wakeman did a nice job there, just keeping her hands straight up in the air. Don't bring them down, and able to affect the shot. Long three-pointer.
Almost a bank.
The banks are open, still at about this time on Saturday, so that's a reasonable attempt there. Foul there on Rachel Foster, the senior forward for the Bengals. Another nice feed down low. Wakeman working from the outside to the inside, kicking it back out. Semenko off the back iron. Nice board there from Wakeman. Leah Swanson got her hands in there, but Ludke able to pick up the rock. Panthers looking to reset. It's Haley Vanny with the ball. Getting it to Zickerman. Zickerman looking for something. Bengal defense did a nice job cutting off the alleys. Ludke feed down to Semenko. She kicks it back out to Ludke for the 3 off the front of the iron. Nice board by Semenko. Ooh. She draws the foul. She'll head to the charity stripe. We'll take a look at that replay. Ludke looking for the 3 off the front iron, but Semenko doing a nice job of getting position on Schwengler there. And she'll get 2 shots. Couple taps on the rim and it drops through. Semenko, the only one putting any points on the scoreboard a couple minutes into this game. Out the front iron, gets her own board, drives in. Little out of control shot there, gets her own rebound somehow, and then Chamberlain comes up with the steal, and she's going to look to push it up court. Shot attempt from Swanson from beyond the arc. Wakeman, nice job boxing out. Ludke pushing it up, getting across to Zickerman. Defended by Swanson. She dumps it down into Wakeman. Nice work there. Wakeman kicks it out to Zickerman, who can't convert on the 3-point attempt. Loose ball picked up by Swanson, and we're going to have a foul on number 25, Haley Vanny. That was Anna Pineda, who had a nice little block there on Christina Wakeman in that last Panther offensive possession. Nice move by Foster. Trying to get to the lane. She gives the ball up. Brought up by Vanny. Left-handed layup, no good, but Wakeman strong on the board. She puts it up and in for her first 2 points of the game.
The Bengals getting killed on the offensive boards here.
Yeah, between Semenko and Wakeman, they have 5 rebounds already, and I'd be hard-pressed not to say that 3 or 4 of them are on the offensive side. Substitution here for the Bengals. That's number 32, Audra Wigan. Left her warm-up there. Left it on there for... She was coming out onto the court with her warm-up on and realized, hey, got to show my number.
Whoops.
So that you and I can know who she is. Bengals haven't had a lot of success up to this point of working the ball down low. Everything's been around the perimeter.
Wakeman's like a brick wall in there. You cannot, they're having trouble getting anything over her down there.
Yeah, we saw that when Foster tried to drive in the lane, and Wakeman just kind of stood her up and was like, hey, you're not going any further. Chamberlain found a seam, couldn't do anything with it, so the Bengals work it around to Swanson. Put up her second 3-point attempt of the game, no good. Ludke driving. Kicks the ball to Zickerman, and she goes up for 2 points with the easy layup. And we're going to have a timeout here from the Blaine Bengals.
Here on the replay, we have Semenko down low. Off the rebound. Was it a rebound?
No, that was at Zickerman. Got the pass from Ludke. She was able to put it up and off the glass. But so far, you know, we got a 7-0 game. The Panthers have to be happy. They're coming into the Bengal Fieldhouse. And right off the bat, they're scoring points and making noise on the glass, specifically the offensive glass.
I mean, the hands have been very active, but they're having just a tough time overcoming that size disadvantage down low. I can't tell if the Bengals are out of position or they're in position, but that size, they cannot. Just a matter of, yeah.
Take a look here at the Panthers schedule. You'll see they've had losses to start the season today on North Metro TV, and the road doesn't get much easier. We saw Cooper towards the top of their conference. Totino Grace is always a tough team. jump ball there. Nice job by Wigan getting her hands in there on Zickerman. But the Panthers will retain possession, and Lutke will bring the ball up court. Zickerman gets a screen from Wakeman, and then she puts it down to Wakeman off her hands, works it back out to the perimeter. You can see Wakeman's just kind of working side to side from that paint area, just looking for anything.
Block to block.
Nice feed by Wakeman there. That was a drive by Bryn Murphy, number 41 for the Panthers. She couldn't convert on the little runner in the lane. Panthers are running with this full court press. Nice job there to break it up to Swanson. And Zickerman comes away with the steal. A lot of activity on the Panther defense. Zickerman drives the lane. Huge seam off the glass and good.
You see there, Wakeman as a decoy stepping in. Look like they're going to do a pick and roll. Everybody collapse on Wakeman.
That's going to be key too. They're setting it up so that they, if they show that they're going to work everything through Wakeman, as Swanson misses another three-point attempt there. Ball turned over again by the Bengals, but yeah, if they are working things through Wakeman, the Bengals are going to fall into this trap of thinking they're going to get the ball to her, and then, it's going to open up the guards.
Seems like their game plan's working perfectly for Spring Lake Park at the moment.
Nice feed down to Wakeman. She, I believe, walked, yes, and the referee says she walked. So when Wakeman gets that ball, she's just got a one bounce turn up off the glass. When you're 6'3", you're towering over these girls.
You can't bring it down to their level. You got to keep the ball elbows up. Otherwise, those little scrappy girls are going to get at it.
Wakeman and Lutke went to the bench there. And into the game are Jamie Beck, number 13, and then number 31, Taylor Lizell. So we had a turnover by the Bengals. That was Kay Wakeman who got the steal. We'll take a look at the replay. Pardon me, that's Brianna Hatton with the steal. She dished it down low to Bryn Murphy. Murphy a little long on her shot. She'll go to the charity stripe. She gets her first point of the game. And into the game now for the Bengals, number 5, Shauna King. Rachel Foster getting a breather. 2 for 2 from the line. That's the way it's supposed to be. You get those free points. Semenko with the steal. Quick pass. We got another timeout from the Bengals.
Spring Lake Park smelling blood in the water, putting on the full court press, up 10-0.
Yeah, that was a great play there, like we've said. I mean, they've been getting their hands in on tons of passes so far this game. You can see on the replay, Grant.
Yeah, we have here Semenko with an easy steal right over to Lutke. Was that?
It's Jamie Beck,
Jamie
number 13,
Beck.
yes.
Correction, Jamie Beck, number 13.
She was fresh into the game for Lexi Lutke. So you're on the right
the blonde
track.
Hair, the blonde hair,
the blonde hair,
there, yeah.
Similar height. Another angle here from Mike Bouchard. It almost looked like off of the deflection when Semenko tapped the pass that was coming inbounds. It almost looked like it may have hit that end line. Referee, no, letting play go on.
They don't have the benefit of instant replay like we do. So.
Exactly. I think they should, though, because we have such awesome cameramen that we always have the best look.
The absolute best in the business. Most bang for your buck.
Bengals spray cuddle to come back out onto the floor. There's, not a whole lot that Mike Engelhop can say to his team right now other than we just need to figure out what we need to do to penetrate this defense, because it hasn't happened up to this point. 13-0, just over 5 minutes into the game.
Ooh, another steal.
If that wasn't going to be a steal, it was definitely going to be a travel. And another great pass back down low to Semenko. Semenko's got 5 points here. Hand in there again from Semenko, picked up by Schwengler. Little out of control on the drive. That ball tapped out to Lizell. Beck brings it up. She goes right back to the well. There's Brianna Semenko putting it off the glass again.
Great hands.
Wakeman takes a page out of Semenko's book of just, you get the rock, put it on the floor once, and you turn and shoot, this is going to get ugly fast for the Bengals. And there's the first points of the game. Schwengler for 3.
Cutting the deficit to 14.
She's their low post player, but she's got some range.
Wow.
Semenko working it out to Beck. Beck to Lizelle. Lizelle down to Hatton. And just before Beck was able to travel, Randy Etherton called the timeout for the Panthers. Well, out of a timeout, you get your first bucket of the game on your first offensive possession after the timeout. That's a success.
That's a success. You got to look to continue off this momentum. Any momentum at this point, anything good is something you can look off and kind of a starting out point here. You got to start somewhere.
There's
Down
a look at
17-0 early.
A look at the Bengals' schedule here early on in the season. Haven't come up with a win yet, and they aren't exactly on their way to a win today unless they can dig out of this hole, and it doesn't get any easier next week as they have number 6, Osseo. Semenko with the pass. And we're going to have a jump ball called. That's Schwengler and Murphy tying it up. That was Lizelle on the missed 3-point attempt. Got to get that ball inbounded. Gets it into Semenko. She finds Murphy down low. Murphy up off the glass.
Murphy with a great seal there.
Semenko's filling up the stat sheet up to this point, Grant. She's got 7 points, a couple boards, an assist, a steal.
I was expecting her to just mainly play down low, but she's been all over the place. Distributing, scoring, stealing. She's doing it all right now. One-woman show.
And don't be fooled, Semenko has some decent range. Loses the ball on that pass down from Beck. Five-second call there. Rachel Foster couldn't find anybody to inbound it to, so she'll switch spots with Brianna Hatton. She gets it into Beck for 3. Little long. Rebound by Foster. But the Panther defense all over her. Oh, and Chamberlain comes up with that ball. She gets it ahead. Thought there could be a travel there called on Mariah Pearson. Beck working around the perimeter. Beck will try another 3-point attempt, in and out. Rebound. Who else? Semenko. I believe it went off her knee, so we're going to have Bengal ball. Could hear Semenko there say, that was not off me. Not loud enough, though, for the referee to hear, because you don't want to get on their bad side.
Loud enough for our well-placed mic.
Exactly. We'll see if Foster can get the ball inbounded this time. But Semenko's been doing a nice job. Another hand on the
tip
ball.
off there, yeah. You gotta love how Spring Lake Park up 16 right now, still with their foot on the pedal, hustling for it. They're not, Blaine isn't getting anything easy today. They've made that abundantly clear to start the game out.
As Christina Wakeman comes back into the game, along with Ludke, and Murphy and Hatton are going to take a seat. Chamberlain up to Foster. She looks to drive in, but that lady in the middle, Wakeman, comes over and says hello. Nice job there again by Wakeman. Swanson tipped by Ludke. You can see Wakeman, she, just like the offensive side, she's working block to block, and whichever side they're driving in on, she's just right there, hands up. She's not even trying to block the shot. She knows that if she goes straight up, they're going to have to try and shoot it over her.
Yeah, Blaine's keys here is they're going to have to get her to move all around the court, get her tired, get her moving around, because right now she's just in her comfort zone, and that's not good for Blaine.
And exactly like you were just saying, they need to get her out towards the perimeter like they just did with Pineda, and then try and have Pineda find somebody cutting through the paint so that they have her out of the middle.
Yep.
We call it double dribble here on Schwengler. We're going to have a substitution. This is Zickerman coming back into the game. Taylor Lizell will have a seat. So just under 10 minutes left here in the first half. Panthers up 19-3. The lone basket coming off of a Schwengler three-point attempt for the Bengals. Beck gets it down to Wakeman, and Wakeman just turns and puts it off the glass. Wakeman's got 4 points and 3 rebounds. Bengals having problems getting it up court. Chamberlain doing a nice job of cutting to the middle, allowing Foster somebody to pass the ball to. Schwengler cutting Foster, kicks it to Pineda. That's a nice looking shot right there by Pineda. They were moving Wakeman back and forth. Got the
She was there
look.
too late to close out on the shot. Perfect execution there by Blaine Bengals.
Panthers being very patient with those passes down low. You'll see they work it to Wakeman. A little too much off the glass there. That was Zickerman.
Wakeman on the foul.
Zickerman's just got to touch that off the glass, and she's got herself an easy 2 points.
It's a great drive. I don't think she expected to be that wide open. She got in there too quick and kind of freaked out a bit.
Nice job of working the ball there by the Bengals. A little too strong by Pineda, but a great job of breaking the press. There they go, getting
Blaine's
their hands
starting
involved.
to show some fight right now. Picked up the hustle a bit.
I think they're sick and tired of working so hard just to get the ball up half court. Bengals got the ball in pretty deep there too. Chamberlain, she got fouled. Beck getting her first foul of the game as we got some substitutions coming in. That's Murphy for the Panthers.
The front court for Spring Lake Park looking at 6'1" Murphy and 6'3" Wakeman right now. If I'm Bengals, I'm scared.
Oh, nice steal there by Zickerman, and now she won't be surprised by the basket that time.
No.
She's got 6 points this afternoon. Foster. Oh, could have gone between the legs there of Wakeman. That would have been a nice little highlight reel play. Chamberlain works it to Foster. She's going to drive on Murphy. She's walking all over the place, and the referee saw it.
Rightfully called.
Foster had an open look from the three-point line. Not really sure if she's a strong three-point shooter or not, but you know, you drive it down and then Murphy meets you. That's kind of been the consistent factor, is Wakeman or Murphy meets you and then you don't go any further.
Yeah, if I'm Blaine, I'd try to stick with that outside game. See, nothing else is working, might as well try that right at this point.
Lutke, a nice feed to Wakeman. Wakeman kicked it out to Vanny. And we're gonna have a foul called, I believe, on Haley Vanny. It almost seems that Wakeman, when she gets the ball down low, she's almost a little hesitant sometimes to just turn and shoot. Hey, if she just, you know, took a dribble or two, she'd get herself into some good position.
I've noticed she's really good at getting the defenders on her hip, which is the best position she could possibly be in as a big.
Big three-point shot there.
Cutting it to 15.
That's Alex Howe, who's fresh into the game. She knocks down the three-pointer. Bengals 2 for 2, 2 for 2 other than it being Leah Swanson putting up from beyond the arc. We'll have a foul called there. Down low on Wakeman. That was Pineda who picked up the foul.
Pineda's starting to be a little more physical with Wakeman, not giving her those easy block-to-block moves there.
Wakeman cashing in on her first attempt. She's 2 for 3 now today from the free throw line, averaging 11 points per game on the season. 3 for 4 now. And that's a key when you can have a low post, shoot well from the free throw line. Oh, that was a travel.
You always hear that classic hack-a-shack strategy where, yeah, you can't stop them down low, so foul, make go to the line. Hurt themselves, but.
And if Wakeman can keep hitting free throws, then they can't really employ that.
Nope. Either way, she looks like she's going to get her points. And that's not good news for Blaine.
That's Mariah Pearson, who's seeing her first game action. Chamberlain. Oh,
the rare 3.
Front iron, backboard, front iron. Pineda working hard down low, getting a couple offensive boards. She draws the foul, and she'll go try and earn those 2 points that she was working so hard to get. First foul on Semenko. Semenko and Zickerman talking back and forth there, trying to figure out, hey, who do you have? Who do I have? Let's not let this confusion happen again. And Pineda missing that second free throw. Vanny bringing the ball up, looking for Semenko, able to corral it, kicks it to Ludke, gets Chamberlain in the air. Semenko works it out to Murphy. The referees seem to be kind of just letting play happen.
Yeah, questionable call on the travel. That I feel like there might have been a lot of fouls before that led to that travel, but.
And I feel like it's been fair both ways, because on a lot of these full court presses that the Panthers have been employing here on the Bengals, they get right up on them and they're stealing the ball, but it seems like there's quite a bit of contact.
Speaking contact right there. I think it's a Saturday afternoon. They're just letting them play.
The only danger in that is there's got to be a line somewhere, and you don't want it to end up getting crossed and then have to try and get the game back, you know, under control. Chamberlain slightly out of control there. She was looking for that shot fake and kicking it to Schwengler for the 3. Just a little wide of her target. Just under 6 minutes left here in the first half. We've seen a dominating first half from the Panthers. Nice feed down to Murphy. Can't cash in off the glass. Semenko with the left hand. Can't convert. But doing a nice job of working hard on that offensive glass. All started with a nice feed down from Hattinen. Semenko did a lot of the work from there.
Spring Lake Park owning the paint once again. They're not giving up on any rebounds. They're fighting for every single one of them. Gotta love that determination.
They've definitely showed they are not going to be out-rebounded this game. Chamberlain with the pass. Howe off on the 3-point attempt. They'll push it up court. Nice drive there by Lizell. Out of bounds on the Blaine Bengals. It was a nice drive by Lizell. She just couldn't get that layup off the glass. Went off the padding of the backboard, allowing Semenko to grab her 4th rebound of the afternoon. Inbound to Wakeman. She gets pushed by Schwengler.
Calls on the Bengals number 52, Amanda Schwengler, her second. Team's 5th.
Lizell working on Chamberlain. She gets down to Wakeman. 1 dribble, up off the glass, and that's good. 8 points
not
now.
Hesitant on that one. 1 drop and go. She needs to do that more often. It'll work out in her favor.
Nice job there by Howe of saving that pass from Chamberlain. Good call there by the referee. Howe lost control down to the court. That's a travel. We'll have an inbound here right in front of us. Hattinen bringing the ball up court. Beck back into the game. Gives it back to Hattinen. Cut off there by Swanson was Lizelle, so she kicked it back out. Reset by the Panthers. Beck gets it over to Hattinen. Had a nice look, gets it to Murphy. Shot off. Wakeman tried to tip it, but Chamberlain able to corral the ball. Swanson from NBA range off the back iron. Should say WNBA range, my apologies.
Lynx range.
Wakeman got the feed down low.
You got to like this offense, Spring Lake Park's run. It's more of a stretch and puncture where they're spreading everybody out and then a quick dip inside to one of the bigs. And the bigs are doing a great job of kicking it back out for open threes and whatnot, too. It's a tough strategy to beat. See if Blaine can adjust at halftime.
Yeah, you always want to try and, work the ball inside. If the look's not there, the defense is collapsing, and then you can kick the ball back out. And especially when you have some towering post players. That shot off from Lizelle, rebounded by Foster. Schwengler giving it back to Foster. Bryn Murphy getting her hand in there on Howe's pass. Picked up by Schwengler, who is immediately hounded by Lizelle and Murphy. And Lizelle sent to the floor by Schwengler after she stole the ball away. Take a look at that replay. Schwengler double teamed there by Murphy and Lizelle. And right when Lizelle's trying to grab the ball, Schwengler's like, I'm not letting you take that to the rack. You're going to eat the floor before you go get 2 points.
Physicality starting to pick up in here, this game here.
In and out, rebounded by Pineda. So that was a 1-and-1. Now that we're into the bonus, Bengals with 17 fouls. Hey, nice work there by Audra Wigan. Getting it up and over. Murphy for the bucket. Long three from Beck is off, but a nice job of Lizelle tipping that ball away. Getting an offensive rebound. Hattinen worked it down to Wakeman. Wakeman lost it, but did a nice job of getting the possession back. Beck putting up another three, short. Wakeman with the rebound up off the glass.
Tough finisher. Headband came off on that one. She got hit so hard.
Take a look at the replay. Beck's shot off Wakeman. Look at that. Grabs the board, hits the floor, right back up off the glass. Picture perfect.
Managed to get her headband back on too. It's coordination.
Well, you have to have the headband on. Yeah. That's what's giving her all of her power.
Style, as they say, swagger.
Yes. Nice steal there from Pearson. Gets it to Howe. Howe with her second bucket of the game. She's got 5 points today.
Blaine finally starting to use some of their speed there on the break. Take advantage of getting those bigs up and down the floor against Spring Lake Park.
Semenko got it down to Wakeman, who was fouled hard there by Pineda. That's the 8th team foul on the Bengals. So Wakeman again. She'll have a one-and-one opportunity here. Cash is in. Oh, excuse me, that was a shooting foul, so I do apologize.
Play one.
No harm, no foul.
Great job there. She is taking advantage of those free throws, now 5 for 6 this game. Howe with a nice pass up to Pearson. Stop and pop. Can't get it to drop, and there's Hatton. Lizel's looking to push. Beck, nice pass to Semenko, who kisses it off the glass. She's up to 9 points, and that's Beck's 3rd assist already this game. Another tip from Semenko.
She is tough on that, the point of that press there. It's great. She's got great length, too. She can really get her arms up there. You wouldn't expect a girl of her height to be moving that well.
Take a look at the replay, Lizel. Nice, great ball movement there. Just Lizel to Beck, Beck right to Semenko, Semenko 2 steps.
It almost looks like they're running a drill out there, making it look that easy.
Up 33-12 with about a minute and a half left here in the first half. Wakeman getting her hands in there on Pineda. Jump ball. Possession to the Panthers. Hatton will bring the ball up court. Errant pass there from Beck. Picked up easily by Pineda. Howe. Out to Foster, gets into the paint. Ball stripped by Hatton. She gets it up to Semenko. A little too much off the glass. Not a great angle for that shot.
Spun the wrong way. If she would have had it, if she would have spun to her left, it's a layup, but it's all about finishing down there.
And we know that she knows how to finish.
She's proven it so far this game, definitely.
Drive there by Wigan, who gets it out to Howe. Howe, that's her second 3-pointer of the game. She's got 8 points, leading the way for the Bengals this afternoon. This is Zickerman, who gets it down to Wakeman. Looking for the pass to Semenko from the free throw line, but off her knee, turned over. Nice hustle there from Audra Wigan, picking up that loose ball, and then you could hear their head coach calling for timeout.
You'll see that Blaine's starting to double team Wakeman down low. It's starting to pay off a little bit when they're not fouling her. Wakeman seems to be turning the ball over more like you just had there. So see if Blaine employs that more in the second half also. Get pressure on her, because you, like I said, you can't let her get comfortable, because she's going block to block. She's just going to kill you down there. Yeah, Wakeman and Semenko, both of them have been the top players so far for the Panthers. As we take a look at the top 10 rankings for girls basketball, you got Hopkins leading the way. They're always up towards the top. Osseo, you'll see number 6 in the state, and Centennial number 9. So a couple of Northwest suburban teams that Blaine is going to have to deal with at least once, if not twice, this season. That Centennial matchup's going to be tough. That's a big rivalry, too. It is. It's a very big rivalry. They do not like to go down against those guys. We've got 10 seconds left here in the first half. Blaine going to more than likely take the last shot here. Picked off by Semenko. Gets it to Wakeman, and Wakeman with the left hand right at the end of the half. What a play by Semenko and Wakeman. That really sums up the half right there. The two best players finishing like they have been all half. Unbelievable. You see Christina Wakeman there. Semenko, great kick to Wakeman with the left hand right as the buzzer is sounding. The halftime score, 35-15 in favor of these visiting Panthers, and Christina Wakeman's been leading the way. She's got 14 points and 4 rebounds. We're going to take a break, but we'll be back here at the Bengal Fieldhouse on North Metro TV.
Known for its vineyards and hilltop villages, Umbria is also known for its delicious tasting pizza. Made traditionally from the finest ingredients, Umbria Pizzeria will make you taste the difference, smell the love, and transport you to Italy.
La cena è pronta.
Dinner's ready.
You might even begin to feel like an Italian.
Delicioso.
Umbria Pizzeria, turning taste into memories.
If you need seamless gutters, whether the job is large or small, you can say,
I know a guy.
For your full-service landscaping, you can say,
I know a guy.
if you need commercial or residential lawn care, you can say,
I know a guy. I'm Charlie Walker, and if you need professional seamless gutters, landscaping, and lawn care, you can say, I know a guy.
In the nation, our agents are always there, helping make sure that when your life changes, your nationwide insurance coverage changes too. We put members first because we don't have shareholders. Join the nation where protection is personal.
Nationwide is on your side.
In Anoka County, contact Twin Cities Insurance Group, your nationwide insurance agent.
With gold at all-time high, take that rope and say bye-bye. Earrings, bracelets, rings, and chains. We buy gold at your exchange. Don't send your gold to someone strange. We buy gold at your exchange. Spring Lake Park, Frilly Blaine. We buy gold at your exchange.
Join Ben Hale every Friday on North Metro TV News.
Welcome back to the Bengal Field House. We're at halftime. The Spring Lake Park Panthers leading the Blaine Bengals 35-15. Let's take a peek at the first half highlights. A lot of them are going to be in the favor of the Panthers. There's Semenko off of an inbound, getting it over to Beck for the easy layup. She's been all over those inbound passes with those long arms, causing havoc. There's another tipped ball. This is Zickerman bringing it down for the easy 2 points off of the fast break. Here's Brianna Semenko. Well, she's been pretty dominant up to this point. That highlight right there, it's probably just going to keep repeating itself. That's how dominant she's been down low. Easy buckets off the glass. And this was, like you were saying, Grant, a perfect, like you would draw it up in practice.
Just looked like a
quick
drill.
Touch, pass it off. A look at the game summary. Panthers leading by 20 points, out-rebounding the Bengals by 12. A lot of those on the offensive glass. Doing a great job from the free throw line, 7 of 9. Not really converting from three-point land like the Bengals are, who are hitting on nearly 50% of their three-pointers, but they haven't really needed them, Grant.
The key to this half here is Blaine has got to put more pressure on Wakeman down low. Double team her at all costs, and like they've hit 3 of 7 from the three-point line right now. Blaine has, but they're going to have to. That shot is going to be open all half because Spring Lake Park is just daring them to come inside, so they're going to give them that three-point shot all day. So they might as well keep shooting them, and maybe they'll go down to cut in this deficit. You can't, because Spring Lake Park is just way too tough down low. They got girls out there 6'1", 6'3", and even their backups are 5'10", which, you know, heights like that might as well be 7 foot in a boys' game. So it is tough to overcome right now.
Well, yeah, and you said earlier too in the first half, you know, maybe the Bengals just need to quit trying to work the ball down low and just take some of those open shots on the perimeter, see if they start falling, and if they do, keep shooting those balls until the Panther defense changes up their strategy.
Yeah, you're down 20 at this point. Any new strategy should be welcome.
And that is very well what Mike could have been going over at halftime with his squad. But they need to do something here, and they need to get going right now as we start the second half. Down by 20, the Bengals look to get off on the right foot. And that's Swanson with the ball. She has scored 0, Grant. 0 points. She's taken 3 or 4 shot attempts. Nothing's fallen for her, but she's their leading scorer. Chamberlain, nice little move there on Lukey. Oh, no shot. Calling it on the floor.
No
this
NBA
was the
continuation,
NBA.
yes.
Exactly. Take a look at the replay. Chamberlain doing a nice job. I almost feel like she got pushed after she made that 2-step hop. I feel like that maybe should have been a shooting foul, and she should have got the and one. Panthers quickly pushing it up. Zickerman slightly out of control, can't kiss it off of the glass. Chamberlain grabs the rebound. pushes the ball up to Abby Romick. And that's going to be Brianna Semenko's second foul of the game, called for a hold.
Fouls on the Panthers, number 12, Brianna Semenko, her second. Team second.
Chamberlain getting it into Howe. She's been hot from beyond the arc, and she remains her third three-pointer of the afternoon. She's got 11 points, Grant.
Taking advantage of the open three, like I stated before. They're going to give them that three-pointer. They got to hit it down.
And that's a good first possession result. Oh, excuse me, that was their second possession.
First scoring possession.
Yes,
which
exactly. But hey, they scored quicker in this half than they did in the first, so that's a good place to start.
Was it 17-0 to begin the game?
It was something like that.
It was bad.
Pass there from Wakeman. Got crossed up with Zickerman. Blaine's got to take advantage of these mistakes by the Panthers. Pineda, nice speed down low. That's Romick. Jump ball, nice job there. That's Haley Vanny. Oh, excuse me, that was Zickerman that got her hand in there. Tied that ball up and earned Panthers the possession. Zickerman getting the screen from Wakeman. Now she'll get a screen from Vanny. That could have been a travel. It looked like her foot slid a little bit, but Wakeman getting the pass down low. She has her first 2 points of the second half.
Another steal by Semenko there.
Semenko, her second steal of the game, getting her into double digits with 11 points after that bucket. Howe. Nice rebound by Romick. Her first 2 points of the game. Nice job on cleanup duty there. We didn't really call her name in the first half, but she's been called a few times already here in the second half.
Both offenses really clicking to start second half. It looks like coaches made proper adjustments. Ludke
dumping it down to Wakeman. Quickly was double teamed. Kicked it back out to Ludke.
She's drawing a triple team at this point. Spring Lake Park should have quite a few open threes this half if they keep tripling down on Wakeman.
Well, and it's really not a bad strategy. Most of Spring Lake Park's points have come from probably within 15 feet. And there's no reason not to double team her, maybe even triple team her. Oh, Semenko had an easy look. Her foot was on the line. That was Zickerman. That shot's off. Nice rebound there by Wakeman. Can't believe Semenko didn't just take that shot. She kicked it to Ludke, and she had an easy 2 points.
A little too selfless there, I should say.
Yes. If you got the hot hand, I think your teammates are all right with you shooting.
Yeah. It's a fine line between being a ball hog and a team player.
That was Howe's first foul there. Zickerman from long range. Off the back iron. Rebound by Chamberlain. She gets it up quick to Swanson. This could be her first 2 points of the game. No, Ludke got her hand in. Romick with the rebound. Off of her, Wakeman got her hand in on the play off of Romick's face, and Panthers will have possession. Bryn Murphy, as well as Brianna Hattinen, are going to come into the game. Ludke and Semenko are going to have a seat.
Swanson came in averaging 12 points a game, held to 0 so far through looks to be 25 minutes of play. Interesting development here.
Yeah, it would be definitely a shock if Swanson didn't get on the scoreboard today. Haley Vanny, shot disrupted there. Nice job down low by Pineda. Wakeman gets her hand in. Romick's got to move around with that ball. Steal there by Vanny. Nice dish to Hattinen, who cannot kiss it off the glass. Loose ball picked up by Romick. She'll look to slow it down. Nice tip there by Vanny. No easy passes for Blaine today.
She had her open there for a second, but just hesitated for a second. Spring Lake Park seems to be coached very well defensively, and they're chopping up all those lanes.
Yeah, when we've had this much game action up to this point, you know that you cannot hesitate against this Panther defense because they're getting their hands in on almost every pass. And there's how. That's just a two-point field goal. PA was a little excited.
He was also
there.
faked out, yeah.
Nice play there from Wakeman. She's going to go to the line for the and one. Take a look at the replay. Quickly push the ball up. And Wakeman with a nice shot off the glass. That was a pass in from Jenna Murphy, an 8th grader, number 23 for the Panthers. Off the back iron there, Wakeman. So she can't cash in on that and one opportunity. Swanson for 3. Got a couple taps off of the rim, but couldn't convert. Chamberlain sneaking into the lane to pick off that pass. She'll push it up the other direction. Steal there by Zickerman.
Wakeman open here deep.
Wakeman put it on the ground. There was Swanson.
Something she can't do.
A little bit of back and forth here. Grant, neither team really controlling the ball very well.
Much different pace in the first half.
Rebound there by Romick. She gets it out to Swanson, who's now 0 for 7 this game. Romick's going to be a little long. They're going to call it off of Wakeman. He's going to go have a seat. Semenko's going to come into the game along with Lizelle. Zickerman to have a seat. Romick for the Bengals sits down as Schwengler comes into the game along with Foster. Swanson will have a seat. Chamberlain, nice pass to get out of the corner. Schwengler, she hits the 3-point attempt. She's 2 for 2 from beyond the arc.
She's looking strong from the outside. I was gonna say, she hit one in the first half too. Pleasant surprise for the Blaine Bengals.
Bengals offense looking a little more spry this second half than in the first half.
They are taking advantage of those open outside shots.
They've already scored 10 points here in the second half. They scored 15 in the entire first half. Nice feed down to Semenko from the younger Murphy, just an 8th grader. Semenko with the and one opportunity. We'll take a look at the replay. Nice feed from Murphy, and Alex Howe got her hand in the face of Semenko, but could not stop the shot attempt.
Once again, just great position by the Spring Lake Park Bigs.
Semenko off the back iron. The older Murphy with the rebound, but her shot gets blocked. Ooh. Foul there on Jenna Murphy. Getting a little too physical there with Chamberlain. Steal there by Murphy, and she gives it right back as Howe picks up the ball. And easy call there for the referee, Audra Wigan, stepping out of bounds. We'll have a 30-second timeout called by the Spring Lake Park Panthers. So Grant, if you have, we're going to take a look at a little bit of a highlight package here for Christina Wakeman. Just like Semenko, she's been getting a lot of those feeds. I don't know if they just replayed the same play there, Grant, or not. I know they didn't, but it's just been kissing it off the glass within 5 feet all game long.
Just constantly in great position, and Blaine not getting to that double team quick enough. She's always has her opponent on her hip, and that it's easy from that point on.
And, you know, if you want to rewatch the dominance of Wakeman and Semenko from this game so far. You can always order a DVD of the game. As Wakeman, 16 points, 6 rebounds today. We have DVDs of our events. We replay it on our channel. You can always watch it on demand on northmetrotv.com. It's just greatness. You can always watch the game anytime,
all these
any place.
instant classics at any time in the comfort of your own home.
Yes. Oh, I thought we were going to see the range of Semenko there, but she passed it down to the younger Murphy. Oh, excuse me, that's Hattinen. Lizelle with the left hand, rebounded by Semenko, right back up and in. She now has 15 points, along with 7 rebounds. Have a reach in there by Brianna Hattinen. A little too aggressive.
Teams fourth. Back into the Panthers, number 13, Jamie Beck.
Back into the game as Hattinen will have a seat. Howe passing it up to Foster, who almost walked but was able to kick it off to Chamberlain. Chamberlain over in the corner being defended by Semenko, which is basically an unfair matchup. And we have a travel on Chamberlain. Lizelle bringing the ball up court for the Panthers. Defended by Howe. Beck's first look was to Semenko down low when she got the rock. They're gonna feed it down to Semenko off her hands.
Good job on Blaine. Finally getting down on that double team, not giving them that easy block drop there.
The referee looked right at Semenko there. Signaled, you touched it last with the tip, and it's gonna go to the Bengals.
Looks like Spring Lake Park seems to be pulling back their press finally. 10 minutes to go here in the second half. They've been running it just about the entire game.
Grant, speaking of North Metro TV greatness, you can watch Sports Den daily. At 2, 6, and 10. That's the AM and the PM.
It's like I could watch it 6 times a day.
You could.
It does not get much better than that.
No,
I'm
it
gonna be
does
honest
not.
with you, it does not get much better than that.
It absolutely does not. As Schwengler puts in her 3rd bucket of the afternoon, she's got 8 points for the Bengals today. Have some substitutions. Leah Swanson and Shauna King into the game. Alex Howe and Jenny Chamberlain will take a seat. Reach-in foul by Schwengler. I think that's her 3rd foul here today. Oh, wow, I was way off. It's her 5th. So she will be done for the afternoon with 9 minutes and 39 seconds left to go.
Rough day for Blaine.
Very. She's their 2nd leading scorer today, and they aren't going to have her for the rest of the day. Beck wanted to take that 3-pointer. Dished it to Semenko. Lizelle cross court to Murphy, who I would say traveled, but the referees don't think so, and she kicks it out to Beck, who hits her first 3-pointer of the afternoon. She's got 5 to go along with 3 assists here today. And a steal. We'll just add to that stat line as long as we're talking about her.
It's going to stay down here. Looks like it went off, number 33 for Blaine.
Good hustle there by Swanson to get back and take away that easy layup opportunity. We'll take a look at the replay. King with the pass over to Swanson off her hand. Beck picking it off, and then Swanson. Nice job of hustling back to deny that layup. Lizelle. Long shot attempt. Picked up by Murphy. And Murphy's younger sister working the ball around the perimeter. Nice pass there to Semenko.
Just a second ago, I heard Semenko say, I've got a mismatch, I've got a mismatch. Swanson guarding her half her size, so I don't know if they're out of position Blaine was, or that's going to be the matchup the rest of the game. But
yeah, the only height that Blaine has on the floor right now is Wigan. And that doesn't fare well for them. Ooh, a big swat from Semenko. I heard that all the way over here. She's filling up the stat sheet today. Fast break attempt there for Jenna Murphy. Just an 8th grader. Gets the ball swatted away. Shauna King will take a seat. Jenny Chamberlain into the game. Take a look at the replay. Semenko getting the big block.
Impressive.
Not in her paint. That's what she's saying. I'd say not in my house, but, well, we're at Blaine, so. Nice work there from Semenko. Grant, Semenko, 15 points, 8 boards, 2 assists, 2 steals,
she's
and
just
a block.
Such a tough matchup because not only she has the height, but she's just as fast as anybody else on the court. And combine those two, it's almost unfair at this point.
She has so many stats, we cannot even fit it on our screen. That's how many stats she has
We'd have
today.
to go HD to fit all those stats on
We
there.
would.
Play one.
Two free throws there for Semenko. The Panthers up by 23 points. So even though the Bengals have looked better this half, the Panthers have extended that halftime lead. Foster working it into the paint, looking for a pass to Wigan. Picks up the loose ball, has some trouble with it. Murphy bats it away, and it goes off of Murphy, so it'll stay down on the Bengals end.
Bengals having a much better, offensive half, but their defense has continued to slide a bit here. It's misleading. They've been shooting the 3-ball well, but the Spring Lake Park Bigs are just wearing them down once again. They cannot keep up with them.
Wigan goes and has a seat. Romick into the game. Foster looking to work, and Murphy just reaches in and denies that opportunity.
Our 100th jump ball of the day.
Yeah, there have been quite a few jump balls this game. You're right.
It's those active hands there. Spring Lake Park always, you got to keep that ball above your head, otherwise they're going to rip it right out.
Wakeman into the game. Semenko will go have a seat. They haven't played a whole lot together here in the second half, and really no reason to. I mean, with a 20-plus point lead, you don't need both of them out on the court. Give them some time to rest.
Rest them up for the long week ahead coming up.
Romick gets it out to Swanson. Off the front iron, rebounded by Beck. She'll look to push it up court. Passes it to Murphy. The elder Murphy open. That's going to be a travel. Had an opportunity to drive on that mismatch against Chamberlain.
Well, back here on rest, this would be a great opportunity for Spring Lake Park to get some of their younger girls out on the floor. They got a couple of 3 9th graders and an 8th grader, so this is a good chance to get them some experience for later down the road in case of injuries and whatnot.
Yeah, injuries, foul trouble later in the season in important games. You want to give any girls an opportunity to get on the court. Swat there from Bryn Murphy, picked up by Lizelle, and she's going to drive it up court. That foul is going to be called on Swanson, so Lizelle will go to the line and shoot 2.
Swanson, 1 foul, 0 points.
Definitely didn't think that was going to be the stat line. Lizelle gets on the score sheet. Pineda into the game for Swanson.
Pineda out here to body up on Wakeman.
Lizelle can't connect on the second free throw. Rebounded by Howe. Pineda working against Wakeman at the top of the key. Off of Howe. We're going to go the other direction for the Panthers. So I feel like it was about 5 or 6 minutes ago of game time that we were saying the Bengals had scored 10 points here in the second half, and since they've scored 2
more, up to 27. We'll see if it's looking going to be tough for them to break the 30 barrier here.
Worked it down into Wakeman. That is a travel. That is at least 1 too many steps, if not 2. Her feet were shuffling all over the board. You only usually see those shuffle boards in retirement homes, so we don't need them out on the basketball court. Romick out to Pineda. Chamberlain looked to cut. Wasn't anything there for her. That was Rachel Lean driving in on Jenna Murphy. Haley Vanny into the game. Bryn Murphy getting a well-deserved rest. She's hasn't scored a ton of points. She's only got 4 points today, but she's been doing a great job on the defensive side of the ball, causing a lot of jump balls, has a block.
At 6'1" and only a sophomore, so she's got a very promising future. Wakeman a senior, so great kind of learning. I bet she learns a thing or two from Wakeman, and she'll probably be a great future big here for Spring Lake Park.
Yeah, the Panthers will definitely need somebody to fill the shoes of Semenko and Wakeman, so if you can get that younger Murphy some good playing experience with those ladies.
The scoring will eventually come, but very promising the defense she's playing right now with how active she is. She's doing all the intangible, all the things that don't end up on the stat line, but.
Well, and you need players like that. Not everybody can be your scorer, not everybody can be your big rebounder. You need those role players that will get, will put their body out there and sacrifice it for the team. Wakeman doing a nice job on Pineda. Chamberlain works it into the paint, kicks it to Howe. Little long with the air ball. She's been pretty good for the Bengals today, leading the way with 11 points. Beck for 3 off the front iron. Murphy getting in there for the rebound opportunity. Chamberlain knocking it away. Brianna Hatton coming into the game for Jenna Murphy. Hatton will immediately inbound the pass. Finds Beck, works it into the paint. Couldn't quite get it off the glass before it clipped the back of the iron. And she's bodying up.
Playing tough down here.
Bodying up Helene there.
This game apparently is not over yet.
Nice steal there from Beck, her second of the afternoon. Aaron shot there from Zickerman. She just kind of threw it up, hoping to draw a foul. It was rebounded by Wakeman, then turned over. We'll be in the bonus here. So we'll have a 1-and-1 opportunity for, I believe, Chamberlain.
That was only Wakeman's second foul, which is impressive for, that's what you want to try to get her in foul trouble, but that's a clean game. That's a heck of a player there.
Danielle Schroeder into the game for the first time for the Bengals. Chamberlain. She puts a mark on the score sheet. And you're right, Grant, with Wakeman, she's that primary big down low with Chamberlain, 4 steals and 3 rebounds to go along with that single point from the free throw line. But, you want to get Wakeman and Semenko into foul trouble. You want to try and feed down low, but you know what? They do a nice job of just standing in the way, arms straight up in the air. That doesn't allow you to call a foul on them as long as they're not, lowering their arms and looking for block shots. Nice save there by Hatton. Zickerman will look to reset for the Panthers. Works it down low. Nice look from Wakeman. Can't convert. They're going to get a foul here on Wakeman. It'll be her third. Another 1-and-1 opportunity.
Finally getting some fouls on her, albeit a little bit late in the game.
Anna Pineda's got a couple points today. She banks the free throw.
Don't you have to call that before you make that? For it to count, the bank on the free throw?
Typically. But they're going to give her the point anyways. It almost looked like she tried to duplicate the bank there.
Why not have a little fun?
Up to Zickerman. She's got 8 points today, and that was Wakeman's 8th rebound. Nice pass there from.
Great job of drawing Wakeman out of the paint there. Really frees up things in the wide open Pineda.
Yeah, King, she gets the assist. Pineda now up to 5 points on the afternoon. Hatton and Zickerman just kind of playing pass back and forth. Zickerman will look to drive. Nice drive there. Would have liked to see a little more touch off that layup, but she kind of got bodied by Pineda. Her fourth. So she's going to have to be careful here. So we have just under 4 minutes left here in the second half. Look at the replay. Zickerman driving in. Pineda tried to keep her hands straight up, but she kind of threw that body in there, making it pretty easy for the referee to call that foul.
There's only so much you can do when you're already out of position. You just got to.
So Zickerman goes 1 for 2 from the line. Howe launching from deep. Little too much off the back of the iron. Rebounded by Vanny. Hatton with a 3-point shot. Hers was also long. Nobody boxes her out. Oh, in and out. Nice hustle play there by Hatton.
Gotta like the effort.
Yeah, she's looking to get on the score sheet, but doing a nice job of following her shot. That's what you're supposed to do. You know, don't stand there like Michael Jordan and watch your shot go through. Follow up your shot and try and, you know, make an opportunity for yourself.
So coaches like to see in this what they call garbage time. Who's still hustling out there?
Zickerman gets bodied. Semenko in there, and that's going to be Pineda's 5th foul, so she's going to have to take a seat. Take a look at the replay. Zickerman gets bodied. Semenko, nice job working down low. Semenko's 1 rebound away from a double-double today. She's got 17 points.
That's going to be the second center Blaine has lost today. So
a lot of their height, a lot of that.
It's indicative of the things Spring Lake Park was able to accomplish this afternoon.
Yeah, working that ball down low to Wakeman and Semenko and letting everything flow from there.
One.
Semenko shot well from the free throw line today. She's going to go have a seat, quite possibly for the rest of the game, being up by 25 points. So I don't think we'll be seeing a double-double, but still 19 points, 9 rebounds.
A great outing.
There goes King looking to penetrate again. Just seems like every lane the Bengals try and attack, there's 1, 2 Panthers there ready to put a body on them. Nice drive by Wigan, but throws the ball away. That's Ludke with the steal. Haley Vanny is losing her headband, her hair, and I think that's why her head coach there called a timeout. Give her an opportunity to...
Bit of a panic timeout when he saw that.
Let's just say that's the only reason he called timeout. That's what we're going to go with.
He's not the head coach, so, you know, assistants are going to make mistakes like that, calling timeouts.
Well, if you missed any of today's action, can always order a DVD from our website, northmetrotv.com. You can watch games on demand out there, any of the action that we cover up here in the northwest suburban area. Sports Den, we already talked about that earlier.
6 times a day.
6 times a day, half a dozen times. I can't remember the number that you can call. I'm gonna take a guess. Before they show us, 763-231-2801. You can, if you're not into the age of internet. Let's take a peek at Alex Howe. She's been the hot hand for the Bengals today. She's had a few three-pointers dropping. There's one of them. Inbound pass from Chamberlain over to Howe. She's looked good from beyond the arc. 13 points, a steal, 1 rebound. You got to be happy with that performance today. Unexpected. We were thinking that those numbers may be coming from Leah Swanson.
But someone's got to pick up the slack, and she did a great job of it today.
Murphy got held on the shot attempt.
Play's starting to get a bit sloppy here late.
I think it gets to that certain point of the game that when you're down by 20+ points or up by 20+ points, and you're talking about high school athletes.
Turns into a glorified scrimmage.
Exactly. You know, the team that's up is like, hey, we got this game in the books. The team that's down is ready to go home and enjoy their weekend away from school. So Murphy getting the back end of that free throw trip. She's got 5 on the afternoon. That was a drive from Danielle Schroeder. She's going to go to the line for a 1-and-1 as Brianna Hatton comes into the game for Lexi Ludke. Lexi, one of the seniors on this Panthers squad. Schroeder off on the free throw attempt. Rebounded by, that's number 14, Maddie Asurka, seeing her first game action. Nice drive there by Jenna Murphy, the 8th grader.
Using the pick to her advantage there.
Her first 2 points. King out to Romick. Romick looked for a slash for a pass from Wigan. Schroeder a little long on her shot attempt. Rebounded by Hatton, and we're under a minute to go here. Oh,
nowhere to go with
Murphy. She wanted to get the layup. Realized she was too
looking
deep.
for a trailer on that fast break. No one was home.
No one home except for Romick, who plays for the other team. And another jump ball.
Do we have a record sheet for amount of jump balls in the game? We may be getting up there.
You know, we're gonna have to talk to our North Metro TV statisticians.
Our stat guys, yeah.
You know.
See if they can pull up anything off the interwebs.
Yep, exactly. Hopefully, Mr. Karan, who's doing our graphics today, has been keeping track of the amount of jump balls so that we can
like
check
see a
that
flash
out.
of that at the end of the game, yeah.
Bengals create the turnover and another jump ball.
Speak of the devil.
Our director, Matt Waldron, believes it's 27.5 jump balls this game.
I'm not sure where you get it. Maybe that's an average. I don't know where you get half a jump ball, but
I think
I believe it's happened this many times.
I think he's taking into account that he thought there should have been a jump ball in one scenario, but the referees were thinking there had already been too many, so they didn't call it.
I'll allow it.
And we have
0.6 of a second
yes.
to go here. Extending their lead up to 28 here, barring any crazy shot here to end the game.
Well, with 0.6 of a second left, Wigan tries to put up the shot. That's going to put this game in the books. Final score of the game, the Spring Lake Park Panthers 59, the Blaine Bengals 31. Grant, any last impressions on the game?
It came in. We said we were going to talk about it was the outside game versus the inside game. Blaine's outside game, they hit a few threes, but it wasn't nearly consistent enough to keep up with Spring Lake Park's inside game, which is just completely dominant with the boards and just the blocks and just the easy buckets. Kept them on their hips all game.
Yeah, great performance from the Panthers, and now we got to pack it up from the field house and go down to Fogarty to cover some girls hockey. So with that being said, for everybody here with North Metro TV, our director Matt Waldron, Grant Ridpath, I'm Bobby Ursuline. Join us again on North Metro TV.